So hi everyone, it's me again on our YouTube channel. Cyril, our photographer, is still down in Avignon and he has found another gem that we're going to have a look at today. I haven't seen it myself yet. If you don't know Avignon, it's the place where the Palais de Pape is. It's a very big historical building, one of the most historical buildings actually in Europe, where the Pope used to live, and it's still there today for you to go and visit. So just close by to this Palais de Pape, in the old city of Avignon, is where this beautiful apartment that Cyril's been down to have a look at. We're going to have a look at it today, and it's the first time for me to see too. So let me know what you think. Always drop your comments. We're always really interested to see what you think about the property as well, and what we should be going out looking for places that you'd be of interest to yourselves. So let's have a look.
Hi Joanna, I'm still in Avignon and right now we are going to enter that really unique property. They promised me it features some really interesting things that I've never seen before. Let's have a look.
Do you know what I love about this already? Is it's so unassuming. It just looks like a little shop front and you're going to go through and I'm just dying to see what's in there. Wow. The stonework is amazing.
Okay guys, watching this arch and huge column, can you guess what this place was originally? Please leave your comments below.
Superb entrance. See, it's huge. It looks like a tiny shop.
So this
Wow.
long corridor leads to a courtyard, and from that courtyard you access bedrooms downstairs and a lot of apartments.
Oh, that's just gorgeous. Now that would be my dream property, to have an internal courtyard like that, hidden away from the main city. Springtime, so beautiful. Look at the entertaining space. I mean, what would you do with that entertaining space? You could sit out there with your aperos in the evening and in the morning for breakfast. Look, you can see the historic town.
So around the central courtyard you have stairs everywhere and you have apartments like this one or this one on each side, so individual apartments. Let's go and have a look to this one first. There's a huge surprise in it.
Exciting stuff.
In some bedrooms, it's absolutely incredible, but you can find the old walls and arch of the original church.
So that's what the building used to be, a church. What do you think about living in a church? Drop your comments to us. In fact, they've even followed the design of the church.
The bell tower is just above me. I can see it from that window. So it's insane.
And just to let you know, the bell tower is the Augustus bell tower. It was built in 1377. And the interesting thing about the bell tower is the Avignon city people couldn't hear the bells ringing and they kept complaining. So the bells were finally converted and they've put a clock in there. So now there's a nice peaceful clock instead of all the bells ringing that the local city people said they couldn't hear. And that dates back to 1377. So really, really old piece of history, now with its clock. You can see all the original features there from the church. It's so pretty and so ancient. And of course this would be near the Palais de Pape, where the Pope was actually living himself, all from the same era.
And another apartment, absolutely beautiful. Quite really large and comfortable. Nice view overlooking
Love that courtyard.
the courtyard. So the roofs are all brand new. There's a large terrace in this suite that we'll see later. Absolutely stunning, you'll see.
Again, for rental purposes, this is absolutely ideal. I mean, if you're looking at rental,
So you have the shower room, toilets, the bedroom, here a nice sitting area, dining room overlooking the courtyard, and a mini kitchenette, hop, all equipped with a fridge and everything. So you I assume you won't use it because if you are here with many restaurants around in Avignon, I would probably never use that, but anyway, it's there. And here you have to understand that being so close to historical monuments, you can't do what you want. So they had to respect the styles of windows with inside wooden panels like that, and even the size of the windows has been imposed to preserve the original style of the place.
And I really love that, the fact that you do have to keep the original style of the place, and it is protected by the Bâtiment de France. So everything had to be approved when they renovated this property, which was not that long ago, a couple of years ago. It's been fully renovated. It's an ideal property by the looks of it for rental, or perhaps some friends. Perhaps you'd like to buy it with your friends and you all have a little apartment each and share the central courtyard. Would that be something that you might think about? Let us know. Or an investment opportunity, take an apartment yourself and rent the rest out. Gorgeous place.
I've shown you the two apartments above. There are one apartment below, one apartment here, and still one more here and one more there. So just on one side, it's 6 apartments. We are still with those lovely, lovely walls, air conditioning, kitchenette hidden here. So that's pretty the same layout above and below.
And so much opportunity for investment here, particularly with it being in the centre of the historic town of Avignon. Really easy to rent out. And having heating and air conditioning helps with the winter months as well. All year round potential.
This one has a little difference. There is your tiny private terrace here. Let's have a look.
That's very cute. For your morning coffee.
I wish you were here, Joe, with me, enjoying the possibility to have access to such place. And it's for sale with us, so please, Joe, if anyone is interested so far, where can they find more information about that amazing and unique place?
Well, all you need to do is have a look on our website. The details will be below. You can have a look at the details in full in English and French, and it will give you the room sizes, the location, all the information that you need to know about this wonderful old converted church. So do look at our website and also subscribe, because we'll be finding lots more interesting properties to look at. Nice colours in these rooms. So all the rooms seem to be very, very spacious. Lowish ceilings in that particular room. Nice bathrooms.
That one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. We have access to a private terrace, and that's a beautiful terrace. Look at the view.
View and the plants. The plants are great. Oh my goodness. So that must be the Augustus Bell Tower. I haven't yet visited, but this is beautiful and so private.
Isn't that cool? I'm just behind the bell tower of the original Church of the Augustins from the 13th century. So can you imagine you have your private terrace overlooking the courtyard and patio, and we can see the old part of the church demolished during the French Revolution here. What do you think of that place so far, Joe? Really? Are you amazed like I am? I bet you are. You must. And can you tell us more about the history of Avignon? That tower from the Augustins is outside the ramparts, and the Palais des Papes is just a few hundred meters away from me in that direction. But can you tell us what is it about Avignon? Tourism, history, and why it's such an attractive place to invest?
Well, Cyril actually knows me too well, because I just love courtyards, interior gardens, and I love historical buildings. I mean, do you have the same view? So Cyril will know I love this place, and I'm actually quite jealous that I didn't get to visit it with him. So, of course, as I've mentioned in some of our previous Avignon videos, we've got 3 airports. You've got Montpellier, you've got Marseille, but Avignon has an airport itself. It is full of history. It's in the Provence, so it's surrounded by lavender fields and beautiful vineyards. It's just such a good tourist area. So for this type of property with separate apartments, it's an amazing investment. And of course, for tourism, to have a historical building like this is one of the main reasons why I think it would would rent particularly very, very well. But do let me know what you think. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really am interested in seeing what you think of the place. I can imagine going back in time with all these historical, when it was a church and people singing.
So there's the apartment and you have your private terrace here.
It's so good that I've noticed that they have air conditioning in every room, which makes a huge difference when you're in the Provence. South of France, you've got beautifully warm summers.
So now I am at the bottom of this patio courtyard in one of the nice bedrooms, once again, the old walls of the church. Bathroom, so here it's not apartments, you have four bedrooms just like this one. I can't access the 3 others that are rented, but you get an idea. So half of the apartments being rented even if we are off season and partially closed, and the private space I can't show you right now, but I will show you the cherry on top, something absolutely insane and unique. Let's have a look. It's absolutely spectacular.
That's going to be good. I always look for Cyril's little gems that he finds in all the properties. Oh wow. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, I just love to live there. The stained glass window.
Okay, so I'm currently in the 15th century chapel that has been converted to a private apartment.
What a superb... I mean, you had no idea when you entered that property what it was going to be like behind that little door. Hidden away, a tucked little gem. Tucked away gem. Again, beautiful style. That, you know, the French are so great with their style. Lovely, lovely kitchen. All little birds. And that's a really good family-sized kitchen for entertaining as well. Everything's new. Look at the beautiful cooker.
Okay, so I'm standing in the private kitchen. This is one of the private area. You just saw the chapel upstairs, but all the bedrooms and everything is a private space of the current owners, so we won't go there, we won't visit it, but you can bet that it's similar to everything that we've seen so far. And we've got that large kitchen and additional rooms and terrace and everything. So all of that, as it's really private, won't be visible today, but you can have more information on our website. Joanna, can you tell us more about that?
Yes, of course, Cyril. So on our website, you'll be able to get all of the details. As I said earlier on today, everything will be on there. So leggitfrance.com or Leggit.imo or Leggit.fr. Any of those ways you can reach it, or our Leggit Prestige site as well. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel because we'll be bringing you more properties like this. But the good thing about the website, it will give you full details. So you'll be able to see the room sizes, the layout, the floor plan, etc. of the property that we've just seen. Stunning. It's just so discreet. You can see the church sort of stained glass window as you go into the property, but you have no idea that that's behind it. Anyway, I'd love to know what you thought about that property. Is it something that you liked? Is it somewhere you'd like to live? And what ideas would you have for it? Would you keep it as apartments, or would you change it? Would you make it a personal family home for your elderly parents, younger children? Let me know what you think. And it was nice to see you again, and look forward to the next one.